What's up guys, my name is DeadVerse and we're going to be using the CBRS-3 Submachine gun in Call of Duty Black Ops 7 Zombies. The CBRS-3 has a rechamber mechanic where every 20 rounds it has to stop shooting and then you can shoot again after those 20 rounds. However, this weapon has the MFS Carousel fast mag which allows the reduction in rechamber time, also an increase in reload time, sprint to fire speed, and ADS speed. The CBRS-3 Submachine gun is one of the few weapons in the game where fast mag is a necessity. I mean, let's think of it this way, you're able to shoot the gun much more quicker and then you have movement benefits which help you overall in this zombie apocalypse. And then from here we're going to use Dark Filler to kill zombies and we have officially captured the flag. When I was using the base gun without any attachments, honestly I didn't really like it. I just thought it's one of those SMGs where it's like it just has so many downsides whereas not a lot of upsides. However, over time as I started building my class up, which you will see near the end, I just feel as though this gun's not that bad. I mean, it is an interesting mechanic, the fact that you have to think about, okay, how much ammo am I using before I really shoot this weapon just in case. Funny enough, the Psych Grenade is actually one of the best grenades for capturing these circles, just because of the fact that, of course, they basically turn the zombies into toxic zombies, which actually help you a lot. And I just feel like with this weapon, it's like very important to have that just because you can survive. Let's face this Oni, I'm going to throw this Molotov cocktail, and then from here we're going to shoot him. The best way to kill him, honestly, is just in the face and up close. From there, we're going to kill the rest of the zombies, grab the piece, let me insert it into the dragon's mouth, let me get this last zombie, and then from here we're going to lock Pack-A-Punch. The best way to use Dark Flare is whenever you have a lot of zombies right in front of you, and also against the Oni boss, because of course it is a shadow type field upgrade which is good against them. Let's Pack-A-Punch the CBRS-3, and the special ability that it gets is that you no longer have to wait for the rechamber time, meaning that you can shoot the weapon for a long period of time without having to worry about having to wait for it, which is actually pretty good, and I just feel like it makes this gun even better. Time for the assault waves, and let's see how we do against the zombies. And the benefit is that, of course, the ghostly rifleman trap actually does not cost any points. All you need to do is just activate the statue, and then from there to kill the zombies. They're actually quite effective, surprisingly. I didn't think they would be this good, but they're actually pretty solid. The benefit of this gun is that we actually have a decent amount of ammo in the magazine, which makes it so that we can kill these scorched zombies as well as the hellhounds, which in this case are actually pretty good because it leaves like this fiery trail, which makes it so that any zombies that step on it can get pretty killed easily. Now from here, let me just get this dog right here. Come on, man. And then from here, we got our max ammo. Let's go. I feel like one of the most important things of your weapon, of course, is increasing its rarity and then adding like an ammo mod. In my case, I'm going to add fireworks and then get Volt Trade. I just feel like fireworks is actually pretty good. I mean, for one, it easily kills zombies right in front of you. And then another thing is that it just makes it so that anytime you're training around, it just makes it so that the zombies just don't even get to you at all. Sometimes it can be a little bit confusing to use fireworks because, you know, what if you use it and you accidentally kill a zombie you're trying to save? It can get a little annoying, but overall, I just feel like fireworks is actually pretty good field upgrade. Of course, who can't forget PhD Flopper? I mean, it is a pretty good perk, and I just feel like it's essential to this game. You know, it's crazy the fact that we still haven't gotten Widow's Wine. I mean, there are leaks of this perk coming to the game, but I just feel like the fact that it still hasn't came, it's like, will it ever come? Was it a cut perk? I mean, sometimes I feel like anytime they introduce a new perk, it's like we think to ourselves, will there be more perks? And I just feel like Widow's Wine would actually work really well in this modern setting. I mean, who knows? Maybe Widow's Wine would be the top tier perk. Speaking of perks that took a while to come back, I mean, honestly, Mule Kick was kind of a surprising one. I mean, the last time we saw it was in Cold War. We had Vanguard, Modern Warfare Zombies, and Black Ops 6. That I feel like this perk didn't come back at all, which honestly kind of sucked. Just because Mule Kick, I feel like in this modern weapon system, it's like very good to have. Because of course, more weapons equals more fun and easier to kill zombies. Time to get hipfire kills with the CBRS-3, and the good thing is that of course we're able to kill zombies pretty quickly, and then from here let's just deal with the Oni and let's get the rest of them. Now that I kill these zombies, from there we finally got our highest tier rarity, and what we're going to do of course is open up the chest and see what we get. I got the chest right here, and then from here we got some Casimirs and Quick Revive. Nice. Funny enough, Juggernog actually took a while to come back. Not as long as Mule Kick, but it did, and I will say it was justified because with Black Ops 4's perk system, the perks were designed to be more balanced. But at the same time though, it's like I already knew what perks I wanted to use. I mean, you had Stamina Up, you had Dying Wish, you had of course Stone Cold Stronghold, and then of course you also had other perks like Bandolier Bandit. And I just feel like in that game, it's like you had a really good perks, so it just seemed kind of odd that Juggernog wasn't in that game. But hey, it's always like that. Speed Cola was another example of a perk that was not in Black Ops 4. I will say though that Speed Cola was in that game in some way if you had all your perks, but at the same time it's like I feel like in this game it's like the modern setting, it's just necessary to have all the perks come back, and it's also great to just see that. I mean, with the CBRS-3 Submachine gun, it's necessary. I mean, without these perks, I feel like this weapon wouldn't be as good as it is right now. Let me just get this last zombie and let's keep on moving forward. Every round I like to at least get one perk that will help me prepare myself, of course, for the higher rounds and just making sure that I can use this weapon effectively. And in this case, of course, now having Stamina Up, I'm able to have faster sprint to fire time, which is necessary. I mean, for a submachine gun it can't help, but I just feel like it's always good to have. Fireworks in this case is very powerful. I mean, with this weapon, of course, just because of the fact that its damage is actually pretty decent, but it's like, you know what, it's always good to have just because any type of ammo mod, especially fireworks, can make a huge difference. Now let me just get these ones. Where are the other zombies? Oh, there they are. Let me just get that one, slide here, and we got this. It's time for the special round. Let me just activate that trap and let's deal with these zombies and of course that dog. You know, it's crazy, the dogs and the zombies, they be jumping up like really high. It's like you're like at top of the building or something and all of a sudden they jump. I'm like, how is that even possible? I mean, I get it, they probably like have special abilities or something, but I just feel like in those cases it's like unrealistic. I mean, it makes sense though, because of course, what if you're just camping and all? It does seem unrealistic at times. However, the thing is that this is an arcade fast-paced shooter game, and of course you just want to have as much fun as possible, and I feel like if the game was too realistic, it just wouldn't be like that. One thing I will say about PhD Flopper that I really like is that the higher you are in any type of area, the more damage you do, meaning that you saw right there how I flopped to the ground. And it's like, I just love the fact that it's just more damage, and it makes it so that in the higher rounds it's like, okay, I can just go to a building and just dolphin dive. And I just feel like in this case it's very helpful. I mean, for one, it makes them weaker, and then of course we can use our field upgrades, our weapon, and especially in this case we just have so much more potential. Time to get zombies kills in this location, and the benefit is that we have fireworks, which makes it easier to kill the zombies right in front of us. And then from here, of course, you could just rotate and get the Oni, and I just love the fact that this gun just has so much ammo, and I just feel like the potential for its damage is pretty high, and so far we're good. Let's just finish off these zombies right in front of us, and then from here we got our highest rarity. Now let's see what we get from this chest. Give me something good as usual. And then from here we're going to open it up. We got some monkeys and depth perception. Okay, that's okay. I was kind of disappointed, but at the same time it's like, you know what, I did a challenge and I got a reward, and it's like, it's always good to get something regardless. Now of course we're going to do just get these zombies, and I do see that full armor, so I'm going to pick that up right now. From here we're going to get these zombies right in front of us, and then let's just go Pack-A-Punch. I think we need to make our weapon stronger now. Time for Pack-A-Punch 2, and let's see how we deal with these zombies, and of course the dog and the Oni. The good thing is that of course with this weapon we're able to summon 2 firework shots. And then from here what we're going to do is of course wait for the Oni. Man, this Oni can be a little bit tough, I'll be honest, but at the same time it's like all we gotta do just keep on moving and just making sure we could just get him as quickly as possible. I will say the camo actually looks very good on this gun. It's like a draconic camo. It looks like green and blue. It's actually pretty good looking. Now we got max ammo right there. How does Deadshot do well with this gun? Alright, what we're going to do of course is grab the perk and then test it out. And so far it's actually doing pretty good amount of headshot damage against these zombies. Of course we are in the collapse study, so we have a lot of room to work with. Now what we're going to do of course is just keep on moving around, making sure that we stay on our toes. And we go over here, and then from here of course use Dark Flame. And unfortunately we did lose Quick Revive, but the good thing is that we did save ourselves from getting down. Now of course let me just keep on shooting these zombies. One thing I will say about Dark Flare I don't like is for some reason after using it, it has like a slight delay where you can't shoot your weapon. It's not even part of this weapon's mechanic, it's just, I don't know, something with Dark Flare, it's kind of annoying. But the good thing is that we got our nuke, and now we can keep on going. The best way to get out of a sticky situation is just to use your ammo mods. Hopefully they spawn in as quickly as possible. And then of course I do have this Casimir which I'm going to throw down. Man, these Casimirs really do save you. Of course, dealing with this Oni, man, he's quite annoying sometimes. Now of course what we're going to do is just keep on shooting them, making sure we can get as much ammo as possible in any points, because of course we are a blue rarity and I want to upgrade that purple rarity, so I do need some more salvage. Now from here let me just activate fireworks, just keep on shooting them. Oh my gosh, it's almost kind of getting a little tough over here. But the good thing is that of course we got these zombies right in front of us, and just keep on moving around, and of course making sure that I use this weapon to its fullest potential, because now we survived. Time to get some combat axe skills, and the good thing is that with Mule Kick's minor augment you're able to carry an extra combat axe, which is pretty helpful. Now from here I'm going to do just keep on throwing some combat axes, and then I have to go through these zombies because of course they're in my way. Come on zombies, let me through, man. I'm just gotta keep on showing these ones, and now we can get some more. From here now I'm going to do is of course throw some more combat axes. Now we got purple rarity, but I still need to get them, so let me just go through here. Come on Oni, let me go through. And then from here I'm going to just keep on throwing them, and I thought I got that last one but I didn't. But of course now we did, and we could finally check out the chest and see what we get. Hopefully it gives me some pretty good stuff. And look at that, we got 2 perks. That's actually pretty good. Now melee macchiato's okay, but I feel like just having the other perk, which I believe was Whisk Tea, is actually pretty helpful now, because now I can easily just kill these zombies, and just making sure that the Whisk Tea can get rid of that Oni. We just keep on shooting right here, going this way, and the Fisher just spawned in, meaning that if I were to stay in this area I'm actually going to lose some health, so I want to avoid that. Now we have another soul wave, so what we need to do of course is defend the statues and just kill these zombies that are right here in front of us, and the dogs, and of course the scorched ones. As I play Kowakujo more and more, I will say that the soul waves are actually not that bad.
At first when I was trying this out, I was like, man, I don't really like this. However, I also like the fact that it's like not as often, and it's also a different change of pace. I mean, compared to the other maps where it's like every round, this is like every like 6 to 8 rounds. Now from here we got max ammo. Time for Pack-A-Punch 3, and let's see how we do. And so far, I would say one of the main benefits of using this gun is the fact that we have so much ammo. I mean, 960 rounds in the reserve is actually pretty decent. And then from here, of course, we're just going to deal with these. And the good thing is that, of course, we do have purple rarity, so that's going to help a lot. Let me just go over here, and of course I'm going to try to be on this side just because I want to avoid getting hit. And like I said, you have a decent amount of space here, so it's not that bad. There's that power up. Okay, it's some bonus points, not that bad. And then from here, let's keep on going. Double tap is the last perk we need. Let's just grab it, and now from here, of course, we could just show you how effective this gun is with it. And I just feel like double tap is one of the few perks where it's like so essential, just because some weapons really need it. I mean, they either shoot slow or super quick, but it's like this one's like in the middle, and I just feel like double tap really does help it. And now that we have insta kill, I also popped the temporal gift so that I can make it last for an extra 30 seconds more. So what I'm going to do is just keep on shooting the zombies right in front of us. Another thing that is weird about this gun is whenever you reload it, for some reason you might have to reload it twice. I'm pretty sure you guys will notice what I mean. Like sometimes this weapon, whenever I'm reloading, for some reason like the ammunition doesn't go back in the magazine, or like I have to reload it again. It's kind of strange. Hopefully Treyarch does fix that. However, for now what we're going to do, of course, is just take advantage of the insta kill and just keep on going over here and making sure I don't get killed. Because of course I don't want to lose on my perks. I mean, I have all of them now, and I feel like I'm pretty overpowered. Now of course what we're going to do is just keep on getting some power-ups right here. Let me get that one. Is that a nuke right there? Okay, it is. Let's go. With this PhD flopper challenge, one of the benefits is, of course, you can dive to easily get the kills, or you can actually wall jump if you have the augment that allows you to do that. I will say one thing is that it does feel kind of strange that you could get kills while wall jumping, but you can't while sliding. I mean, it makes sense, of course. It would just be too overpowered if you could do it while sliding, because then it's like, okay, why should I flop then? Because flopping does take more skill than sliding, because I mean, anyone can slide, whereas flopping, it's like, yeah, you can't really do that as much. And then we got this perk. One thing I will say I do like about Black Ops 7 is the fact that we have eternal perks, which, I mean, it makes it so much easier just because anytime I go down, I could just have my perks back up. Now, of course, it did go to melee macchiato, which is like the least expected perk I could have used it on, but hey, it's always random, and it's like, it's always good to have a perk regardless. But yeah, I just feel like having eternal perks, honestly, in this game is just like pretty cool because then it encourages you to do more TED tasks in the long run. Let me show you guys this camping spot I found on Kowakujo. It's actually a pretty good one because, of course, anytime you have like multiple teammates, you guys could just camp right here, use your weapons or one weapon, and easily get these kills. And anytime you need to get some armor, it's like right there, or you could just drop down and just get some ammo or get some perks right here by the one that fizz. It's actually pretty cool, and honestly, I'm pretty sure I haven't seen a lot of people use this, but it's like usually zombies just spawn from this window right here or from the bottom, which is kind of strange because it's like, how can they jump from the bottom? But I mean, maybe they're athletic, I'm not sure. Now we're going to do, of course, just keep on moving and making sure that we don't get killed by them. And like I said, Dog's Flames actually kill the zombies pretty decently. But of course, I just want to make sure I survive because sometimes it's like, man, these zombies can really get to me. But in this case, we got them pretty easily. To be honest, I believe these assault waves last for around a minute or so. It could be more, it could be less, it just depends. However, for us, I feel like it's pretty consistent. Now, of course, what that means is that you always gotta be on your toes and just keep on making sure that these zombies can get eliminated pretty easily. These aren't really that challenging. I mean, on one hand, you could say maybe if the dragon releases its fire in a certain location can prove to be detrimental. I feel like, however, for the most part, it's like as long as you're making sure that you keep your distance, and of course you activate the ghostly trap and just making sure that, of course, you get as many kills as possible, this isn't really that bad. And of course, me using Dark Flare really does help. Now, I will say, of course, we do have a few more seconds, so we just need to make sure that we constantly kill these zombies as much as we can. I do see some over there, but they probably won't reach us by the time this ends. And then from here, what we're going to do, of course, is just wait for that max ammo. We got it. A pretty good training spot is actually Tenshu Entrance, because here, of course, you could just use fireworks and then just train the zombies around this area. Honestly, it's actually not that bad. I mean, for one, you could use PhD Flopper from that pretty high, tall area in this building. And then from here, of course, we could just get the zombies that are right in front of us and just keep on rotating. And that's all we could really do right here. I mean, of course, the zombies come from multiple areas, but honestly, it's not even that bad. I mean, especially the fact they have so much to work with. Fortunately for us, we have Dark Flare, so they just take advantage of that. And I will say Dark Flare is one of those field upgrades where it's like a little bit tricky to use because sometimes it feels like, oh, what if I do go down because of the way you use it. However, for us, we're of course just going to get this Oni and get it out of our hands. To be honest, it gets more difficult in the higher rounds to use Rampage Inducer because sometimes it's like I don't want to run it, but at the same time it just helps me a lot. I feel like with just being able to keep up with the pace because, you know, sometimes the zombies can be a little bit slower, and I just feel like with Rampage Inducer it's like, okay, I can get the zombies to keep on moving and easily get to me. Because of course, I mean, it is pretty fun challenge just being able to have the zombies like feel angry at me for some reason.
And then of course we're going to use Dark Flare against the Oni. You guys see how powerful it is. I mean, it's pretty nuts, honestly. Speaking about Rampage Inducer, honestly I feel like a lot of times, you know, back in the old Call of Duty games, I wish there was a Rampage Inducer. Could you imagine a Nocturne and Totem if that was actually a thing? I feel like that map would actually be much more better than how it is now, because of course you can't really speed up the zombies, which kind of sucks. However, in this game and of course the modern Call of Duty Zombies games, I love the fact that Rampage Inducer exists. It's pretty cool nonetheless. It's like, oh, you know, I could easily speed up the game just by using this mechanic. Now you guys see right here how the reloading animation just messed up for some reason. I don't know what's up with this gun, but it's just how it is. It's kind of strange, honestly, but we're just going to keep on going. Time to exfil on Kowakujo with the CBRS-3 Submachine gun, and let's see how we do against the Oni main boss, because of course he does have much more health and is a little bit much more tougher. However, let's see how we're going to do. Let me just shoot him at the head, and dang, this one actually doesn't do that bad. I mean, it is taking a while to kill him, but he is a pretty tanky one. Let me just move over here and just keep on sliding. Of course, I'm going to use the Hunter Bot because those are pretty good. You know, remember the first time I used the Hunter Bot, I was like, what is this used for? And then I found out, I'm like, wow, these are actually pretty powerful. It's time to exfil, and I'm going to show you guys something special, so just stick around and you will see what I mean. This is the best class setup for the CBRS-3 Submachine gun. For the Optic, we're going to use Lethal Tools Elo so we can see the zombies much easier. For the Muzzle, we're going to use the Bowen 9mm Suppressor so that we can get more salvage. For the barrel, we're going to use a 13.7-inch LTI Subdue barrel to do more headshot damage. For the Underbarrel, we're going to use the Voss Convergence Foregrip so you can get better recoil control. For the magazine, we're going to use the MFS Carousel Fast Mag so we can get better rechamber time, better reload quickness, sprint to fire speed, and ADS speed. For the stock, we're going to use a Slipway stock so we can get better aim walking movement speed. For the laser, we're going to use the Vast Precision Shift Laser so you can get hipfire to ADS accuracy onto the zombies. For the fire mods, we're going to use a 9mm Parabellum FMJ so we could do more penetration power against the zombies. This has been a full breakdown of the CBRS-3 Submachine Gun and Black Ops 7 Zombies. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like and subscribe, and we will see you on the next video.